Friends, how's everyone doing?
What I wanted to talk about today was that I actually have several friends that are doing some work on their own. One's doing a master bath, one is doing a kitchen, another one is just doing some general repair around his house, and everybody was kind of asking me, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? And so I decided, hopefully they'll give this video. I was like, I'm gonna make a video on my YouTube channel. It'll be short and sweet. And I just wanna lay out the first thing, and then I'm gonna keep making more videos that hopefully all of this fits together, so that basically as either someone starting out in the trades or working on your own home, wherever you're working, you can be efficient and not be scrambling for tools and losing stuff and whatnot. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Really where I wanted to start with the tools that you wear on your person, that you should wear on your person. Now, I know if you're working in your own home, you're like, I don't want to wear my tools, but there's a core set of tools that are going to be really, really useful, that you will probably be surprised at how much on a certain project that you end up using these tools. And I've been wearing these tools for 30 years, and every time I put my tool belt and I want to work out of my tool belt, I get more scrambled up than if I just bit the bullet and put my darn tool belt on, even if I'm here at the house. So without further ado, let's take a look at what I've got laid out here. The obvious, a tape measure. I like Stanley products. I've always liked Stanley products. They're extremely accurate, and they are just the industry standard. It's not that big of a deal, but I would stick with Stanley, Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt, the big tool companies. I wouldn't go to Harbor Freight and get my tape. I would get something, and I would get 25 foot at least. I like a 35 foot, but I usually need at one point or another on a job, I usually need a 35 foot. But 25 foot is totally good. The next, obviously, is a carpenter's pencil. And I have a video on sharpening a carpenter's pencil, and it's a good thing to learn. You want your carpenter's pencil to have a pretty good point like that, so you can be accurate when you're marking out your measurements. A utility knife to sharpen your pencil. We'll just come on down the line. Obviously, a hammer. A speed square, as opposed to a tri-square. I used to carry this particular tri-square right here. This is a Stanley. Again, Stanley with the measurements and calibrations. But it's not necessary. I just like a tri-square for certain things. And it's got a nice long blade to it. So we've got our speed square, which is a multi-function type of tool. It's got rafter layout. It's got a protractor on the bottom. Some stairs, but for stairs and rafters, you really need to use a framing square, which is something else you need, a good accurate framing square. Then just getting to more of the utility types of tools, a little Tweaky Bar, and they make these in various shapes and sizes. This one happens to be the only one that I have around here. I carry a different one in my big boy belt and pouch, made by the same company, Dasco. I get these at Home Depot. Comes in a set. There's 3, and they're all very useful. Front end nippers, great for pulling nails out. Side nippers, great for cutting nails. A multifunction screwdriver, one that has a number 2. The combos that have the blades and the nut drivers on them are really good. 5/16 and 1/4 inch. You're going to run into a lot of hex head screws, sheet metal hex head, that are in between 5 and 16 5/16 and a quarter. What would anything be without a pair of vice grips? And these small ones are great because they fit right in your pouch. They don't take up a lot of room. The whole idea is to stay light, lean, and efficient with your tool pouch. You don't want to carry too much if you don't have to. A little bitty crescent wrench. You'd be surprised of what you can do with a little bitty crescent wrench, and a putty knife. Nail sets aren't pictured here, but this is the basics. You know, this is not pictured here is a flat bar and a cat's paw for pulling nails, digging nails out and pulling them. But those you don't generally wear unless you're going to be framing all day. Oh, don't forget the chalk box. We talked about chalk boxes on straight lines and whatnot. There's a chalk box. So that's basically the setup. Tool bags and belt. It's a personal thing. You'll just have to go and get something that I wouldn't get the cheapest, and I wouldn't get the most expensive either. Something that's comfortable. If you go too cheap, it's gonna get flimsy on you and it's gonna fall off, and then it's gonna end up in the floor, and you'll end up working out of your tool bag on the floor, which it never works out when I try it. You know, it just doesn't. This is the way I was trained, and what can I say? It works. So I hope this helps. If you can scrape this together, that's why in the beginning I tried to focus on this group of tools. I think this is a really good combination of tools that, I mean, you can wear this from hanging pictures to framing. I mean, on a job site when you're building a house, there's so much stuff going on. You might have guys framing downstairs for a finished basement, you know, on a new house, and upstairs running trim, and you might be bouncing back and forth between crews. This tool setup is going to allow you a certain standard that you're going to be able to fit in and do lots of different jobs without having to go out to your van or having to go, you know, look in your workshop at home and dig around and paw around for stuff, or worse, being on being on task and making several trips for you know, every individual tool that you run across that you're going to need. The whole idea is to have it right there. You use it, you put it back in your pouch, and move on to the next thing, this next part of the process. Like I said, I hope this helps. And the next thing that is going to be coming up are the framing square and the level. Those are really important too. So everyone, have a great week. I hope you know, let's just have a great focused week and get our work done, and just smile and be kind. I'll see you on the next video.